So David, thank you so much for coming on. Welcome to Injury Time. I wanted to ask you about the season. Top scorer, season's going good. How is everything happening?
Hi, Sandeep. Thank you so much for your invitation, for this space for me and you. Everything is okay. I am happy. Thanks God. The thing's going well for the team, for me. I guess this is the most important thing. We are fighting for the title. For me, the top scorer is a secondary thing because I want to be champion. We are doing well, but the last 5 games are the most important game of the league of the season.
So when you look at the season, how difficult has it been, or how different is it from the last time?
The first thing, the bubble. This
Mm.
changed everything because now you have to fly, you have to go to cities, maybe so far like Kashmir, like Manipur. It's different weather. The last season, all the teams, the same training fields, the same weather for the games. But I like this. I like this because I enjoy this. This is the soccer player life. And this is the principal reason. I guess the last season was too much difficult because we play every 3 days. The recovery, I saw so many players injured in all the teams, some foreign injury. That was difficult for the league and for the performance of the teams in the league.
So you enjoy this season a lot more than last one.
I guess the last season, if you stay in the bubble, it's more to be focused, only play, only train. But I enjoy this one because we can stay, we can share with the friends. Sometimes we have a free day, we can go out, know the city. Hyderabad is a very good city for live. I enjoy too much this season, really.
In terms of football itself, how much has it been different, or how different has it been from last season for you? Because goals are there, but as a team.
I guess we have to be more strong team compared with the last season because now we have to travel, we have to do recovery after the games. Sometimes we don't have time for training. Sometimes, for example, we play and the other team have 2 days more for rest. I guess this mentality part play a very important thing this season.
So I mean, you played only in the bubble. In India, the travel is very, very long, right? Especially I League, you travel to Kashmir, to Mizoram, Manipur, to Kerala, all these places. So how has that part of it been? Have you been able to see the country, see how different India is as a country?
Okay, the first thing we have here very good logistic operation because they buy the flights, good hotels, the flights. Sometimes we have to wait in Delhi, but not too much time. This is too much important, and the consequence is that we are fighting for the title. This is one consequence, a very important thing for us. And the second thing, I'm happy to watch all India because sometimes the people don't realize that in South America, in America, the people want to visit India. One dream of the people is come to India, visit the Taj Mahal, visit Jaipur, visit. This culture is different. It's different for all the people in the world, and I'm happy to watch this in every flight, in every away game.
And for the title, you're getting into the business end of the season. Very tight up run, at the top of the table. How important is it that you feel to win the title? Is it like that's the be all and end all? Because there is a promotion also up for grabs here. Huh?
Yes, this season we have this plus for the champion in I-League. I guess Punjab is a very good team. It's organized team, very good players. And now this will be the difference. 5 games. If anyone draw or lose one game, I guess this will be the difference in the end of the season. Now we have to be stronger game by game, continue like this, continue improving, and continue focus because in this kind of games, the details play too much important. It's too much important in the games.
Do you look at the fixtures and think you may have maybe slightly easier fixtures than them or harder fixtures than them?
Between the last season or between Punjab?
Between
And
against
us.
Punjab now going into the season, end of the season.
I guess it's the same because they will play already 2 games away, and we are playing 2 games in home. And after we have to play 2 games in a row away, and after they play 2 games at home. I guess it's the same. It's the same. Now the difference will be the performance in the field of the teams.
And personally, what is your goal now? Like finish top scorer? Because I recently saw on Twitter one of those analysts were doing the performance based database stuff on you, and he was saying this guy is potentially an I League star next season or the season after. So there, everybody's looking at the performance. So what is your personal ambition?
My personal ambition now is the same from the start of the season. I want to be champion, and every game I want to help my team. For example, some players, some strikers before the game, they say, "No, today I want to score 1, 2, 3 goals." I never did. I never do this. I always enter to the field with the mentality to play, to compete with everything because I love to compete. I love to stay in the field, be competitive with the other teams, with the defenders. I like to play against very good defenders, strong defenders. And the consequence of this, of compete, maybe I score, maybe assist, or maybe no score, no assist, and my team win. My focus is always help the team. Now, after if I score or assist, it's very good for me.
That's not necessarily the mentality of a striker that you find normally. No? So where did you develop this sort of attitude? Is it a Colombian thing or is
Uh,
it your personal thing?
no, I guess I played in one team in second division in Colombia maybe 4 years ago. I spoke with the psychologist of the team. He started to do a work with all the players to check the mentality of all the players. Like, okay, how is David? How his temper, his mentality, and I start to work about this. And we check that when I put this goal in myself, the consequence are better. When
Hmm.
I put the focus in goals, sometimes become like selfish.
Hmm.
Maybe this word.
Hmm.
When I try to help my team, when I try to help my teammates, when I try to compete with all the people, the consequence of this is good performance and score and assist because it's not the focus. Do you understand? It's like it's good when you know yourself.
Hmm.
This is what I try to do.
Can I just ask a few things about? I mean, I'm very curious about the Colombian football because I was reading a book about it and I had spoken to the author who wrote about it and all. How is football in Colombia? Because when you look at Latin America, you see Brazil, Argentina, Uruguay as a big three, and then but Colombia has great players since Valderrama till James Rodriguez now. So how is football seen in Colombia?
Okay, no, the football in Colombia is very competitive. We have maybe in the first division, we have 18, 20 teams, and maybe 11, 12, 13 teams can be champion. It's very organized team, economic financial projects, very good projects, very good players. For example, before some players go to play in Mexico, in Europe, now a lot of players return to Colombia to play in these teams, uh, big fans. For example, all the crowd in the stadiums, minimum per game, 20, 25,000 people per game in this kind of games. And the quality is very good. We have different quality. For example, we have very good wingers, the midfielders, like Europe midfielders, and the quality is very good now. Really, experienced guys who played before in Europe come again to Colombia, and they are helping to improve in the football in Colombia.
So when you were growing up, how was it? You were in Medellin, right? You grew up in Medellin.
Yes, Medellin in my city.
So how was it growing up there? Because I also hear about the impact of cartels in football and everything also that he was also mentioned. So how was it growing up in football there?
Yes, of course, this is a normal question. The people have the image of Medellin around the world about the cartel, maybe the series of Narcos in Netflix, but Medellin is an amazing city. Of course, we have the normal progress of third world countries, but grow up there is very good, really. I love my city. so many academies, so many very good teams, professional teams. You start to compete from under 7, under 8, under 9. Very good competitive tournaments in the city, in all the country. For example, sometimes in one city in Colombia, organize a tournament under 7, under 8, and all the people are, all the teams around the country go to compete, but not only for participate. The people go there to compete. This is for this. The Colombian soccer is becoming stronger every day because now the competition from this age are very high. Growing up in Medellin, it's amazing. It's amazing, really.
So there is sort of a thing in Argentina, say in Montevideo in Uruguay. A lot of the players come from that place, or Buenos Aires. A lot of the players come from there. Is it the same in Colombia as well? A lot of the players from Montevideo. I mean, Medellin or from other cities. It's more spread out.
Three cities are the center of soccer in Colombia: the capital, Bogota, Medellin, and Cali. There you can check, for example, if I can tell the last year, all the national tournaments under 13, 15, 17, 20. These 4 tournaments, 3 tournaments, teams from Medellin win the champions. Now you can check, for example, Medellin is the center because so many players from other cities go to Medellin with the dream to become a professional soccer player.
Yeah, so you guys play right from 7 against the best of that place, and only the absolute top will make a career out of football. So that's why, is that why you produce so many good players?
Yes, I guess when the competitive from this age, from the kids start to grow, of course you can choose. This one is good, this one is better, this more faster. Like the cricket here, you have the cricket in the streets. You can watch so many good players, and you can choose. In Colombia, is the same.
Did you play any other sport while growing up, or are you interested in any other sport?
No, always focus in the football. Also, I play like street football, reduce 5 against 5, but no more. Always focus in the soccer.
And then you went to Iraq after you had played for Atlético Nacional, which is a big team in Colombia, and I think the spelling, I don't know if the pronunciation is correct. Cortuluá, is that the right?
Cortuluá.
Cortuluá, yeah. You played all here, and then you decided to go to Iraq, which is a very major different step in your career. What brought that about?
Okay, for example, before I went to Iraq, I was playing in Patriotas, in first division in Colombia. That was the pandemic year. We start the season in January. We play maybe 3-4 games. The pandemic, the war start. We start again the tournament in October, I guess. We played 2 games, and I received this offer from Iraq. The decision was because I was in a team, no big team in Colombia, but I was doing well, good performance, scoring goals in first division. You feel the moment you can go out for take a better opportunity. Do you understand? And the things in Colombia about the pandemic, the people was talking, oh, maybe a tournament will be canceled or something else. And I checked this opportunity to continue playing, continue growing up, and to have a new experience in my career.
And how was the experience in Iraq?
Look, the Iraq soccer is competitive, but not too much organization, really. The teams, the league. For example, you don't have all the fixtures. You don't know when you will to play, really. You play the Sunday, and if you ask for the manager, hey, when we play again? No, we have to wait maybe in 3 days or 5 days. Was different because I arrived there with Brazilian players, and imagine the Brazil, the top soccer in the world. And they ask, hey, how is possible we don't know when we play? Or for example, the national team play, and they say, no, the league will start again maybe in 20 days. Say, but how is possible to stop 20 days? And we didn't know. It's like this. I don't like this really. For this here in India, Of course, we have to improve so many things in Indian football, but when you play, the time of the games. It's normal. It's normal. And the experience with the players, normal. Some people good, some people normally like this.
But so when you look at Colombia to Iraq to India, what difference do you see in football?
Okay, in Colombia, of course, we know if we talk about Colombia. Colombia, I guess, is in the top 13 in the world national teams. The style of play, the idea of play, they like the possession too much in Colombia. Sometimes you play with a team and maybe in 2, 3, 4 minutes you don't touch the ball. The possession, the performance, the quality of the players are high. In Iraq, they don't like to play too much. They play too much long ball. It's running, fighting. And in India, we can check different style of games. For example, our team like to have the possession. Other teams want to play good soccer. Of course, others want to play long ball, but the idea here, the people want to play.
Yeah. Do you have a personal preference to one style of football or the other, or you play however that gets the win?
I guess like a player, you have to adapt in all the ways. But I prefer attacking football, really, because I'm a striker. If you have a team who always attack, you are more close to score.
Yeah. And now, have you looked at the next three fixtures, and how has the preparation? Is there more pressure on now? End of the season, that you have so much to gain and so much to lose at the same time. Is there more pressure now?
Really, I like to feel this responsibility, because I know the people is waiting too much from the team, and the people and my team is waiting too much from me. I know that. I like this. I like this because now is the moment, like a player, you think this is the moment to show who I am in this kind of games. In next game, against Muhammadan, and I saw away. This will be a very good opportunity for me and the team to show our performance.
Having already won trophies in your career, how have you sort of spoken to the rest of the team about what to expect, what are the challenges, and used sort of given that experience of winning a trophy and the challenge that comes up with?
Yes, normally we talk too much in all the season. Sometimes it's better not talk too much also, because if the team continue like this, I know will we have a very good performance in the games. I don't like to press the people. Now the players are professional here. They know what they have to do in all the games, and our preparation is done. Now we have to show our quality in the field.
Coming to Asia from Latin America, there is a lot of pressure and expectation that we put as fans, as journalists, as clubs on players who are coming out. So we expect you to always deliver. So how do you personally have a difference? Is that different from being in Colombia as a Colombian as opposed to coming here? Do you feel a different pressure?
Yes, of course. This is normal in Colombia also. When, for example, arrive Argentinian players, foreign players, the people is expecting too much from them because, okay, you are from another country, you are here. We look at you from the other league and bring you here. You have to show, of course. And I like this responsibility from the last season. The coach Fernando told me also, hey, the foreigners here had to impact the game, every game, not only one game. And our coach Carlos also this season, he said, David, the people is waiting too much for us. And I know this kind of responsibility, and I like this, really.
So, yeah. So, do you also have a conversation with the rest of the foreigners too? Because some of them don't like the extra pressure, but you obviously seem to feel quite happy with the expectations on you.
Yes, we have a very experienced guys. For example, Awal the defender, Faisal the midfielder. They play national team before. They know all this. They know we talk each other. They are waiting too much from us. They are expecting too much from the foreigners in our performance, our quality, in our pass with the ball, everything. And we know about this. We know now how to manage this.
Sorry. You before coming here, did you know about the Indian football, or what have you learned about football in Hyderabad also? Being come now that you're here.
Really, not too much. Before I arrived here the last season, I spoke with Fabio, the sport director of the team, with Fernando Varela, the coach, and Jorge, the physical trainer. He's from Mexico. I spoke with them. They told me about the team, about the project, about the league, how will be everything in the bubble. And I arrived here, and of course, a new experience for me. But I guess I adapt very well. And the most important thing, fast, because we don't have time here to adapt. Did you see, for example, in this window of the signing, new foreigners arrive, and the people is waiting too much from them. I guess I have a good adaptation here.
Now that you're here, do you see the passion? What is the passion like for football in Hyderabad? Because I don't know if you know this, back in the day, it was a massive place where huge footballers came for India. Hyderabad had produced great footballers over the years for the national team.
Yes, the other day I spoke with some players of the team, and they told me, David, bro, before Hyderabad, top football in India, top players, top football. And I asked, what happened? What happened here? Say, no, I don't know. Maybe the people don't continue playing. Also, this responsibility in Hyderabad FC in the Super League and now in Sreenidi is good because we are having a very good performance. Hyderabad in the Super League, we in the I League. It's important to motivate the new players for the future of India.
Yeah, what happened in Indian football is very simple. Nobody looked at the bigger picture. Everybody wanted to win something or make money or mismanage the whole thing. Because when you look at the history, you are very strong in the 60s, 60s, 70s, you had good team, played against Eastern European teams also a lot back in the day when Eastern Europe was a strong football team. So we just lost it. I hope teams like Hyderabad FC and Sreenidi and players like you can help sort of revive that culture, because there is a lot to be revived. And cricket has taken over, but sure, maybe we can do something for football as well.
Of course.
Yeah. And I hear that you are studying engineering. Is that true?
Yes, of course. 3 weeks ago, I finished my career of industrial engineer.
What
I did
engineering
a
is it?
meeting with industrial engineer,
Industrial.
like
Uh-huh.
logistic operation.
Uh-huh.
I finished 3 weeks ago. Now I'm waiting to return to Colombia for the graduation.
Oh, so what made you decide to take engineering as a course?
When I was in the school, I was very good with the numbers.
Hmm.
And my mother and my sister always pressed me after the school, hey, you have to study because you don't know if you become a soccer player. Okay, if you can be different of the other players because normally a soccer players never study.
Hmm.
And I follow the advice of them. I start, and for me it was difficult in the start because I had to go to university. I had after go to the training. When I become professional soccer player in 2015, I changed to the modality of study. I start to study virtually, and
Hmm.
that was perfect for me. Every year, every season, I continue studying. Maybe in 6 months, I only take 3 maximum 4 signatures and continue. And now 10 years ago, I start, and this year I finish.
So is there any plans to continue studying masters?
I guess I am checking for financial masters
Hmm.
or sport management. We will see.
Okay. But yeah, I'm also an engineer by education. So it's always curious when engineers are doing other things. That so I really find that
Yes.
very interesting. So yeah, I guess that's all the questions I had. I just wish you all the best, and I hope you guys can do a fantastic end to the season.
No, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the invitation, for have this space for me. It's good that the people know about the team, about my life, about my performance in the season. Thank you for this opportunity, and I hope we, after 5 games we get the trophy. That's the idea.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have been studying Spanish, so let me try to end it in Spanish, eh?
Of course,
Gracias por la entrevista. Espero que haya sido divertido para ti.
fue muy divertida, muy agradable y gracias por todo.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.